In this video, we are going to see some of the key facts related to the government schemes and programs. Okay, first, scheme for promotion of bulk drug park. What is it? Let us see. Bulk drug park, under the scheme, center will provide a maximum of rupees 1000 crore per park. Okay, the scheme was launched by Union Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. With the aim of making India Atmanirbhar in the pharma sector. Okay, key features of the scheme for promotion of bulk drug parks are 3 selected parks in the country. By providing the scheme will going to support the 3 selected parks in the country by providing a one-time grant in aid for creation of common infrastructure facilities. The grant in aid will be 70% of the cost of the common facilities, but in case of Himachal Pradesh and other hill state, it will be 90%. Okay, it will be 90% for hill states, and for other states it will be 70%. Okay, the center will provide the maximum of 1000 crore per park. It is going to support 3 parks in the selected parks in the country by providing a one-time grant in aid. Okay, let us see the need of the scheme and who and a state who is implementing the scheme can propose only one site. One single state can propose only one site which is not less than 1000 acres or not less than 700 acres in case of hill states. Okay, what is the need of the scheme? Let us see. We are third largest in the in the world by volume in the pharmaceutical industry, but we are significantly depend on import for the raw materials. Bulk drugs that used to produce the medicines, these bulk drugs which are used to produce the medicines, which are around 80 to 100% we are depending upon the imports. So to reduce the manufacturing cost of the bulk drugs in the country and dependency on other countries for the bulk drugs, we are the scheme is expected to reduce this dependency. Okay, the scheme will also help in providing continuous supply of drugs and delivery to the affordable healthcare to the citizens of the India. Okay, next is Mantri Jeevan Bima yojana. What it is all about means, it is a life insurance cover. Finance ministry scheme. That is a finance ministry scheme. The person who are eligible for the scheme is in the age group of 18 to 50 years having the bank account is the important. Okay, the people who join the scheme before completing 50 years of age can continue to have this risk of life insurance cover up to 55 years of age subject to the payment of premium. What is the premium amount? The premium amount is 330 per annum, which will be auto debited in one installment from the subscriber's account. The payment of premium will be directly debited to the bank, debited by the bank from the subscriber's account. The risk coverage is 2 lakh in case of death for any reason. The term of risk coverage, let us see. A person who opts for the scheme every year, he can also prefer to give long-term option for continuing in case of the account will be auto-debited every year by the bank. Implementation. This scheme is going to be implemented by the Life Insurance Corporation and other life insurers who are willing to join the scheme and tie up with the bank for the purpose. Okay, next scheme is MidDay Meal scheme. MidDay Meal scheme covers the school-going children studying in class 1 to 8. What is the objective of the scheme means, the scheme is going to enhance the enrollment, retention, attendance and simultaneously nutritional level among the school going children. Okay, of government aided special training centers, madrasas, muktabs supported under Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Midday Meal scheme have a very long history. In 1925, Midday Meal scheme program was introduced for the disadvantaged children in Madras Municipal Corporation. By 1980s, what happened is 3 states like Gujarat, Union Territory of Pondicherry, Kerala, Tamil Nadu had also universalized the cooked midday meal program with their own resources for the children studying in the primary stage. Okay, by 1990 to 1991, the number of states implementing the midday meal program with their own resources on a universal and large scale had increased to 12 states. National program for nutritional support to the primary education was launched as a centrally sponsored scheme on 15th August 1995. Let's see what is the next scheme is all about. Next scheme is MPLAD scheme. What is MPLAD? Member of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme is MPLAD scheme. What is all about? The scheme is implemented by whom? Let us see one by one. Under the scheme, who are releasing the funds and what are the recommendation of the work? Let us see one by one. Okay, what is the MPLAD is all about? Which is when was it launched? Let us see one by one. Member of Parliament, a local area development scheme, that is MPLAD, was launched in the year of 1993 by initially it is by Ministry of Rural Development, is a nodal ministry for the scheme. After that, in 1994 October, the scheme was transferred to the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. The objective of the scheme is to enable the MP to recommend the work for the development nature with the emphasis on the creation of durable community assets in the areas of national priorities, that is drinking water facility, education, electricity, health, family welfare, irrigation facility, non-conventional energy service, railways, roads and pathways. Okay, the scheme was launched in the year of December 1993. Seeks to provide a mechanism to recommend the works of development nature for the creation of community assets. We had seen already. MPLAD is a plan scheme fully funded by, we have to keep in mind, the scheme is fully funded by Government of India. Okay, annual MPLAD entitlement per MP constituency is 5 crore. Okay, the MPs had to recommend every year work consisting at least 50% of MPLAD entitlement for the year which is inhabited in the SC scheduled caste population, and 7.5% for the areas inhabited by ST population, that is mandatory. Release of fund. Let us see who is going to release the fund. The fund was released in the form of grant in aid directly to the district authority. The fund released under scheme, what is the nature of the fund means? It is non-lapsable in nature. What is non-lapsable? The liability of fund not released in a particular year is carried forward to the subsequent year, subject to eligibility. Subsequent years subject to eligibility. MPs have recommended a role under the scheme. District authority is empowered to examine the eligibility and the sanctions of the funds and implementing practice works and supervise overall execution and monitor scheme at the ground level. At least 10% of the project under the implementation in the district are to be inspected every year by the district authority. Okay, recommendation of the work. Lok Sabha members can recommend works in respective constituency. The Lok Sabha members can recommend their work in their respective constituency. Elected members of Rajya Sabha can recommend work anywhere in the state where they are elected. Okay, nominated members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha may select works for the implementation anywhere in the country. Okay.